John Waters, and today I'm going to try my hand at a video handicapping the 142nd running of the Kentucky Derby. I've got my best tuxedo t-shirt on today. Let's handicap some horses. First up, I'm going to go through all the horses, all 20 that are going to be running the Kentucky Derby, and go over a little bit of what's going on, which ones I think are going to win. So let's go ahead and do this. First up, out of the one gate, we have Trojan Nation. It's going to be your first position, Trojan Nation, 50 to 1. Trojan Nation has never won a race. Horse that's never won a race, hasn't won the Kentucky Derby since 1936. So I'm going to put a big old scratch through Trojan Nation right off the bat. At the 2-hole, we're going to have Suddenbreakingnews. Suddenbreakingnews is going off at 20 to 1. Luis Quinones will be riding Suddenbreakingnews. Suddenbreakingnews did place in the Derby, and I believe came in 4th place in the Rebel. In the Rebel Stakes, kind of ran into some traffic. Didn't really get the close the way I wanted to. Ended up getting passed up by Creator and Whitmore. We're both in this race as well. Suddenbreakingnews really got a bad draw at the 2-hole also. You got all these 20 other horses coming in towards the rail, and number 2 is just not a good draw. 20 to 1 is about where it should be. I would say Suddenbreakingnews is not going to hit the board. At the 3rd position, we have Creator with Robbie Santana Jr. riding him. Santana Jr. is the best jockey out of Oaklawn Park this year. Trainer Steve Asmussen was just inducted into the Hall of Fame last week. Going off at 10 to 1, Creator won the Arkansas Derby pretty handily, and also came in 3rd place in the shorter Rebel Stakes. Rebel Stakes was a little bit shorter. Derby was a little bit longer. Creator ended up winning it. This will be still yet longer. Of course, Arkansas Derby is at 1 1/8. This will be 1 1/4. I do believe the Creator will hit the board. I'll go over all my picks at the end, but go ahead and mark down 3-horse Creator, Robert Santana Jr. Out of the 4th position, we have MOHAYMEN. MOHAYMEN was one of 2 horses running the Kentucky Derby, owned by Tom Benson, who is also the owner of the New Orleans Saints. MOHAYMEN had a real big lot of hype on him at the Louisiana Derby. Didn't really come through. Gun Runner blew him away. He ended up coming in 4th place in that race. He's in the 4th position, which isn't a really, it's a terrible position, but it's great. At 20 to 1, I'm going to also say MOHAYMEN is not going to hit the board at the Kentucky Derby. In the 5th position, we have Gun Runner, which is the 2nd horse that Trainer Asmussen has in this race. Gun Runner is going off 10 to 1 also. Just like Asmussen's other horse, Creator. Out of the 5 position is really good. Any position between 5 and 10 is where you really want to be at. Statistically, 49% of all Kentucky Derby winners have run between the 5 and 10 position. So, really good position for Gun Runner. One of the top horses in this race. Handily won the Louisiana Derby. Definitely going to hit the board. We'll see where. But definitely mark down number 5, Gun Runner. Number 6 is My Man Sam, Ortiz Jr. riding him at 20 to 1. I was at his Derby prep race at 1 1/8, the Bluegrass at Keeneland. He really wasn't that impressive. He came in behind Brody's cause. Both of them kind of coming in late, but neither one of them really just commanding. And I just don't see him really hit the board here at the Kentucky Derby. A good horse, but probably not going to make it against this field at 20 to 1. The 7th position, we have Oscar Nominated. Now, Oscar Nominated has never run on the dirt. He's run on the turf and he's run on synthetic. And his owners, Ramsey's, they won everything underneath the sun at Churchill Downs, but they've never won the Kentucky Derby. They had to pay a $200,000 supplemental entry fee to get this horse into the Kentucky Derby. It's a 50 to 1 shot, and it should be a 100 to 1 shot. This horse is not going to come anywhere near NYQUIST or any of these Gun Runner or any of these top horses in the Derby. So might as well scratch the number 7 horse. I know I'm wearing my best oranges here, but go ahead and scratch number 7. Lani, running by Taki, is a UAE winner. Won the UAE on March 26th, going off for 30 to 1. You have to realize this horse had to travel 7,400 miles from Dubai to get to Kentucky for this race. These Dubai horses have not done well historically in the Kentucky Derby. The best they have ever placed was in 2011. Can't remember the name of the horse, but it came in 5th place. So this horse is by all means not going to hit the board. Should be higher than 30 to 1 whenever it goes off. Next in the 9 hole, we have Destin. Destin is a pleasure horse. It has Castellano riding him. As a Tampa Bay winner, actually hit the track record at 1 mile and 16th Tampa Bay Derby. Really impressive. Been off for 8 weeks, which is also really good. The knock against Destin is that it didn't run in the later prep races at 1 1/8. So it hasn't run at 1 1/8, and then now it's going to go to 1 1/4. Although it did break the track record at 1 16. So kind of make your decision there. He's 15 to 1. I think he's a good value as a long shot. I would not be putting him in first place as some of these horses, but maybe in some exotics. Number 10, we have Whitmore, which will be ridden by Victor Espinoza. This is my favorite long shot. He's in a great position at number 10. Whitmore closed in great on both the Rebel Stakes and in the Arkansas Derby. Hits the board almost every time it goes out to race. Has won a couple graded races, or won one graded race. It goes off 20 to 1. Really good scrappy horse. I like it as a long shot. Victor Espinoza riding it. The 10 horse Whitmore. At number 11, we have the Santa Anita Derby winner Exaggerator. With my Desirmo. It's 8 to 1, so he's second place as far as the odds go here. He's in a great position at number 11. He did win the race at the Santa Anita Derby. The thing about that race was it was really muddy. A really muddy race. He came in from behind, closed in. He loses at 3 to 1 for the Santa Anita Derby. Great close, shut everyone out. But like I said, his opponents were having to deal with the front runner who was in the mud and kind of tired out because of the mud. So it's supposed to be 82 degrees and sunny, no mud at the Kentucky Derby. I like Exaggerator. I do believe he's going to hit the board. I'm not going to have him as high as second. I do believe there's some other horses in here that could better fill that position. Number 12 is your second Benson horse, Tom's Ready. Tom's Ready is going off at 30 to 1. Like I said, this horse has been pretty good. He won some earlier races. I just don't see anything on the P pieces that tells me that this horse is going to hit the board at all. 30 to 1 is about right. That brings us to number 13, NYQUIST, your odds-on favorite at 3 to 1. We'll have Hernandez riding him, of course. Gutierrez riding him, of course. Sorry, Gutierrez. NYQUIST has won 7 straight races, raced 7 races, won 7 races, undefeated, including 2 Grade 1 stakes. Just won the Florida Derby handily. It's hard to say you're going to bet against the horse. This horse is going to win the Kentucky Derby, most likely, barring some freak accident or a real bad jam. This horse should win. It's also the most winningest horse as far as money goes to ever race in the Kentucky Derby. So it means it's won more money prior to racing the Kentucky Derby than any horse in history. So it's going to be pretty hard to bet against this guy. He's going to go off he's off 3-1 right now. You can imagine that his stock is going to go way up day of the race, maybe even get up to even money. So if you're going to make some money on this race, you're going to have to get into some exactas, into some exotics, trifectas, that kind of thing. And you're going to have NYQUIST in there, and you're going to have him in at number 1. Okay. Number 14, MOHAYMEN. MOHAYMEN's going to have Alvarado riding him, going off 10-1. MOHAYMEN ran against NYQUIST in the Florida Derby. MOHAYMEN came in 4th in that race. It was not a very good race for MOHAYMEN. It was actually, they thought was going to be able to beat NYQUIST. I just don't see MOHAYMEN. Maybe you can make a case for him coming in 4th place in a superfecta. Really lucky day, maybe he's going to get 3rd place in a trifecta. I'm not betting on him. I just don't think he has what it takes for this field, and he doesn't have a great draw either. He's in the 14s, right in the middle of the pack, and it's just not a good race for MOHAYMEN. OUTWORK is going to be in a 15 hole. I'm going to be reading my Valquez at 15-1. OUTWORK won the Wood Memorial, but it was the slowest win in the history of the Wood Memorial. So you can take that for what it's worth. He won it slower than anybody. So good horse has had good workouts and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and take a pass on OUTWORK. I think he should have won that more. He's at 15-1. OUTWORK is, just so you know. Number 16 is SHAGAF, ridden by Rosario, going off 20-1. In that same race that OUTWORK was in, the Wood Memorial, SHAGAF came in 5th place. Off the board for me. 17, we have MOR SPIRIT. This horse is going to be written by Stevens. This is a Bob Baffert horse. I came in 2nd in the Santa Anita. Of course, second to the Exaggerator. Both these horses were passing tired horses. Exaggerator actually going a lot faster and looking a lot better than MOR SPIRIT. MOR SPIRIT was ways behind. MOR SPIRIT goes off 12-1. Another knock against MOR SPIRIT is just in the history of the Kentucky Derby. It's the 142nd running. No horse has ever won out of the 17 hole. So I'm going to scratch it. All right, 18 is Majesto. Came in 2nd in the NYQUIST, the Florida Derby. And 2nd place was a long ways back. I mean, as far as this race goes, Ezra Miller riding him. He's 30-1. He's coming out of the 18 hole. Again, passing really tired-looking horses. Danzing Candy came out running out in the 1st in this race, and really was up to 1.5 lengths on everyone, and just really tired out. And Majesto ended up passing him as NYQUIST made the move. I really don't see him coming in and being a minister anymore. Number 19 is Brody's Cause. Brody's Cause was a winner of the Bluegrass Stakes. I was at that race in Keeneland and Lexington. SIS riding in is 15-1. Brody's Cause was the favorite to win that race, and he did win the race. I wouldn't say it was the greatest race he won. I've watched some of his previous races, and he did a lot better. It looked like he was kind of slowing down and probably could have got caught within that next, that next little bit. And this is going to be a longer race. So he's at 1 1/8, probably could have got caught. Now he's going to go to 1 1/4, probably is going to get caught. So I'm going to say Brody's Cause, especially being drawn way out on the outside, is not going to win this race. I don't have him hitting the board. Last but not least, number 20, we have Danzing Candy. Smith riding him, came in 4th at the Santa Anita Derby we talked about a few minutes ago. This horse, like I said, was up at one point a good 5 lengths on everyone. and you know, just hauling through and tired out. You're talking about a race that's a mile and an eighth, and this is going to be a mile and a quarter. You're having a tough time making it through the mile and the eighth. I don't see you doing too well in the mile and a quarter. Danzing Candy 15 to 1 out of your 20 hole. So those are my rundown of each horse that's going to be in the Kentucky Derby. Now let's get down to the betting. These are basically my bets. So you can see there you got a 5 and a 13. That's the 5 horse and 13 horse. That's going to be Gun Runner and NYQUIST. 5-13 for an exacta, or you can bet all these on a wheel. You have 3, 5, 13. That is Creator, Gun Runner, and NYQUIST for my best trifecta. And in the superfecta, I have 3, 5, 11, 13, Creator, Gun Runner, Exaggerator, and NYQUIST. We also see that I have a 10 and 9 there as long shots. Those long shots are Whitmore and Destin. And of course, 13, NYQUIST will win this race. Last year, I picked the Kentucky Derby perfect, hitting the trifecta, the exacta. I picked the winner at American Pharoah and firing line to come in second and third place. Hopefully, I can have a repeat of last year. It'll be fantastic. I will be at the Derby. I will be dressed in the awesome attire that you see here. So keep a lookout for me. Coverage starts at 3 o'clock, and hope you guys win. You guys that are on the market watching this, if you get NYQUIST, you're a baller.